Yes, it is, and what a show we have for you.
Doing my
Thursday.
Elton dance.
Big. Are you going to do that for him?
I promise I won't.
Okay.
Imagine if I did for him the same video I did for Chris.
I think he'd be less impressed.
I hope he's not listening now. We are about to be joined
I
by
hope
Sir
he's
Elton John,
not
and I've just had this
listening
sudden
now.
fear that he's in
Elton
the waiting
John.
room to chat to us and he's hearing some girl say, "Oh, I'm going to give him a dance."
Elton John just going, oh, who are we chatting to next? Oh, Carrie and Tommy. Make sure you put them on for 5 minutes before we chat to them. If we haven't made it abundantly clear, we are joined by none other than Sir Elton John. What are we waiting for?
Yeah.
Let's get into a song. We'll chat to him on the other side of this.
It's Carrie and Tommy.
Carrie and
If you
Tommy.
drive home this afternoon, it is Carrie, Bickmore and Tommy Little.
Well, what a treat for absolutely everyone. He needs no introduction. Please welcome Sir Elton John.
How are you guys?
Look,
Nice to talk to you.
we are just so excited to talk to you. We absolutely love you so much.
And I've had your song on repeat for days now. I had a dance party in my backyard to it last night.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm very happy with all the support I'm getting from Australia. It's quite amazing. But it doesn't surprise me because, I've had this love affair with Australia for so long. And Australia has been one of my most loyal markets and one of the best places that I can ever remember coming to visit. And my last visit there, when we got out just in time before COVID hit,
I know.
I have my kids with me and David, and we had absolute blast. So we are going to come down, hopefully, in 2022 for Christmas.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we want to take our boys back up to the Barrier Reef and stay in Sydney and have fun. But they fell in love with Australia, and I didn't have to convince them about anything. But anyway, thank you for your support.
We were jealous that you were having a beach party in France listening to this tune. We wish you were having a beach party here listening to that tune. We're in lockdowns at the
know.
moment. It just looked amazing.
I know. It was an amazing thing, and it was just fun. It was just kind of on the spur of the moment. And it was one of the restaurants we love to go to, and they have a great DJ. And about 3:30 after lunch, he starts playing music, and we asked him if he could play the song. And then I got up and I sang along to it, and it was one of those kind of things that wasn't kind of premeditated, really, but it just happened on the spur of the moment. It was just great fun, and that's what the record is, basically. It's just great fun.
Elton, do you ever feel the pressure? Like Carrie and I both saw your last tour here, and it will go down as it was one of the best concerts, if not one of the best moments of my life. And watching those people in that restaurant, seeing you pop up unannounced, would easily be one of the best moments of their life. Which means for you, do you ever think, oh crap, they're going to remember this forever?
Well, I don't know. I mean, it's not the sort of thing you normally, happens when you go to a restaurant. But I have to say, they were just absolutely. It's a wonderful restaurant. It's party atmosphere every time you go, and that's it's a wonderful thing. And the DJ is fantastic. I don't know. I go there quite a lot, so I mean, they never bother me, and they're so quite used to seeing me. I'm not a recluse down here, but they were wonderful, and it was just, people have gone through so much, and you're going through it so badly down there at the moment. My heart goes out to everyone in Australia. It's really tough what you guys are going through, and I have one of my best friends from school who lives in Melbourne, and I call him, he emails me, and it's awful, and I can't wait to get back out there and see you guys. And it was funny because that day in the restaurant, someone came from me, and she was Australian, and her husband.
Oh.
And they said, on behalf of all Australians who can't travel, thank you so much. And that's just typifies my relationship with Australia, basically.
Well, we do love you down here, Elton. And up next, we want to talk about your new single, obviously. It came together with a bit of Aussie help.
Yeah, we're going to do that. And plenty more with Elton John on the other side of his brand new one. This is Cold Heart, along with Pnau and Dua Lipa. It's Carrie and Tommy.
Carrie and Tommy.
What do you call cheese that's not yours? Nacho cheese. The only thing worse than Dad's jokes is paying too much this Father's Day. Chemist Warehouse have the biggest range of big brand fragrances, like Tommy for Men 100ml $29.99, CKB 200ml $32.99, Burberry London 100ml $49.99, and Hugo Boss Bottled Night 100ml $49.99. Make Dad smile this Father's Day with a big brand fragrance. Chemist Warehouse, great savings every day.
Carrie and Tommy.
Carrie, Bickmore and Tommy Little for your drive home, the Savo. That is the brand new one from Elton John, Dua Lipa and Pnau, called Cold Heart. And we got Elton John co-hosting the show. All Arvo, guys.
We do, Elton. We can't get enough of that song. We love it here in Oz. And we love the collab with Dua Lipa, but also that you've got Aussie dance group Pnau making it with you. How did that all come about? How did you meet Pnau?
Years ago, I came to Sydney to do some dates. And I used to go to the Park Hyatt Hotel in Sydney, have a shower, come from LA, and go out to Virgin Records, which is sadly not there anymore because record kind of stores have closed. And I always used to buy all the local CDs. And I picked up a CD by Pnau. It's called Pnau. And I came home and I played it, and I absolutely fell in love with it. And I got hold of them that day via my agent down there, and asked them to come for coffee the next day. And we've become friends ever since. And, they've gone from putting that first album out to doing really, really wonderful things with their career. And Peter and Nick, my estimation of them is, what they do with my old songs, I just give them the tapes and say, you can do whatever you like with them. And they did an album, Good Morning to the Night. And they've done this one. And it's basically 4 songs. It's Sacrifice, Rocket Man, Kiss the Bride, and a very obscure song from an album called Blue Moves, called Where's the Shiraz. So I don't know what I'm going to get. And when this landed on my, on my lap, I listened to it and I went, this is fantastic. It would be even better maybe if there was someone else singing the Rocket Man part, because I've done that so many times. And Dua agreed to do it. We were in Los Angeles. She was in Los Angeles. I got to know her through she did our Oscar party this year. And she's just a wonderful girl, and we became friends. And so David, my husband and manager, sent her the track. She was lying by the pool, and David said, listen to it by the pool and see what you think. And she listened to it, and she went, I'm in. So it's just a bit of serendipity, really. But she makes the difference on it, because I think if it had just been me all the way through, it wouldn't have been so special. But, she is special. She's had the most incredible year and a half, and I couldn't love her more.
It is a very special track. I can't help but think if I was a musician and someone called me and they said, hi, it's Elton John, I'd go, think it was a joke, and I'd go, oh, piss off, and hang up. Do you get hung up on often?
No, they came over. I do that with a lot of it. I mean, I love Australian music so much. So Winston Surfer, Amy Sharp. There's so many great young people. And, of course, I do my radio show every week. And I feature a lot of Australian music all the time. So it's one of my things that I always liked to do before I did my radio show and I had the opportunity to play records and promote young talent. I used to go to record stores, buy the new local CDs and play them. And that's how I met Pnau. And if you're interested in young artists, and you should be if you're someone like myself, because, young artists have a harder time making it nowadays because there's just not the outlets that there were when I started. You do your best and you go out and you listen to it, and that first Pnau album I just loved, and I still play tracks from it on my show. So it's led to a kind of a friendship between Peter and Nick, and they became Empire of the Sun. So I've just watched them. It's like planting an acorn and a huge oak tree comes out, and I'm so proud of them. And it's just it's part of my. I'm just a fan. I would have, as a kid, I used to love to go buy records in record stores. I've always loved listening to records, and that's never gone away. And I think that's part of the reason that I love connecting with young artists.
Elton, we got to play some ads. I got to pay some bills. I got to check my Tinder. On the other side of this, though, I'd love to play some audio of when Carrie here thought she met you back in the day.
We're going to do that up next with Elton John. He is co-hosting the show, The Savo, and Carrie and Tommy.
Carrie Bickmore
And Tommy Little.
This is Carrie and Tommy.
Carrie and Tommy for your drive home, The Savo, and we have still got Elton John co-hosting with us this afternoon, guys.
Yep, and up next, Elton, we want to play you a part of our interview we did with Ed Sheeran a few weeks ago, where he says that you gave him some fashion advice.
Yeah, but just quickly now, Carrie, last time she met you, she cried and sobbed. But the thing was, Elton, we were in London at the time, and to prank her, I'd actually organised a Sir Elton John impersonator. And here was her reaction when she walked in and was surprised by who she thought was you.
Oh, my God.
Well, there you go.
Hey, sit down.
as Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell used to say, ain't nothing but the real thing, baby.
And he didn't sound like that, I will tell you. He sang to me and he did not sound anything like that.
More with Elton John co-hosting the Carrie and Tommy show up next for your Thursday afternoon.
Carrie Bickmore.
And Tommy Little.
This is Carrie and Tommy.
Carrie and Tommy for your drive home this afternoon, and we have still got Elton John co-hosting the show with us.
Hey, we've got to say, your fashion has always been so fabulous, but we had Ed Sheeran on, a mate of ours, a few weeks ago, and he actually credited you with completely changing his style. We have a little bit of
I'd
it
gone
here.
to stay with Elton John, and he was like, darling, every time you've come out for an album campaign, you look dreadful. Let me put you in touch with Donatella Versace, and she will dress you for the next video. So I basically got this like bright pink suit, an amazing shirt. It was the first time I'd been properly styled.
Well, that's true. And I said, Ed, listen, you've worn the baggy shirts and the trousers. It's got you so far, but it's now time to make a change. And about a year and a half ago, I fixed him up with Donatella Versace and got him some stuff. And so I said, listen, if you're making the Bad Habits video, you got to look great. And so I rang Donatella. She made him the clothes, and he needs to come out with a new tour. I think he's getting a band, and he's changing his stuff. So yeah, it's he loves it. It's not as if I'm forcing him to do anything he doesn't want to do. But we've been friends for years because I used to manage him, the X album, Multiply,
Yeah.
and then to Divide, and now he's gone on his own with his own manager, and he's doing amazingly well, of course, as we don't all know. But yes, we're great friends, and we're really good friends. And we kid each other, and we play tricks on other. He gave me for my birthday this year. He gave me a giant marble penis.
Where is it?
Where is it? Well, I don't know if that's because I've always been a prick or not, but I suggest it's really big. I mean, it's beautifully made, but it's solid marble. I suggested David that I should put it in the garden. He said, "No, we have children." So yes, it's kind of hidden in an area in the house where they wouldn't see it. But it's a beautifully made penis. What can I tell you? What do you buy the man who has everything? A huge marble penis.
That's such a fun game of
hide and seek.
Yeah, find the dick.
Yeah. So we're great friends, and we like to play tricks on each other. He's a very generous, lovely man.
Just before we let you go,
I've always
Elton, I just wanted to quickly ask you about the sudden loss of Charlie Watts. That must have saddened you immensely.
Yeah, it was so sad. I mean, I knew he was very ill, but I didn't know he was going to die. And then yesterday, when David told me he was dead, it was just hit me so badly because I've known Charlie for a long time, and I put out a statement saying he was the ultimate drummer, which he was. He was a man of great style, which he was, and he was brilliant and fantastic company. He was. He looked very deadpan behind the drums, but he had a lethal, beautiful, dry sense of humor. I absolutely adored him, and I think no one's going to say a bad word about Charlie Watts. There's nothing bad you can say. He was the most brilliant musician, the most, he looked as if he was one of the Marx Brothers just shoved into the Rolling Stones. And, he was their heartbeat ever since they started. And as a musician myself, I'll tell you that he was seriously a wonderful drummer, seriously a lovely person, and they are so going to miss him, and we're all going to miss him. And thank God we have a lot of records to listen to. But to anybody out there who wants to play the drums, just listen to Charlie Watts play. He's just simple, brilliant, and it's hard to believe that he's gone. It's a huge moment for me.
Well, Elton, we are loving Cold Heart, the new track with Dua Lipa. Like I said, we've loved you for such a long time out here. We can't wait to see you on our shores again. But for now, this has been a real treat for us.
It's been an absolute pleasure, Elton. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your support. Give Australia the biggest kiss from me. We love it so much, as I told you. And I will hopefully see you all in December 22nd.
Can't wait. That's just given me
All
some
right,
hope.
thanks,
Some
Carrie.
hope that the world is going to get better,
yeah.
Elton. Thank you. Thanks for your
I hope
time.
so. Thanks, Carrie. Thanks, Tommy.
Thank you, Elton.
Elton John and Dua Lipa's new track, Cold Heart, the Pnau remix, is out now.
Carrie and Tommy.